Welcome everybody to the Jennyverse. You know you've had a really good day out when you got a bag from Forbidden Planet and Kingdom of Sweets. We'll come back to that one in a later video, look out for that. Today, I'm going to be unwrapping some more comic grab bags. This is Forbidden Planet in Liverpool this time, which I've actually never been to because I didn't realise that it existed. I've only ever been to Worlds Apart near Lime Street Station, so that's slightly embarrassing. But today I managed to find it, and it's very nice. They have all sorts of nice stuff. But they have the shelf of comic grab bags, just like the ones that I found on Free Comic Book Day in Birmingham, only this time they weren't buy one get one free. So I didn't go completely mental, but the first one I saw was this. And I couldn't really leave them when this was the first thing on the shelf. Even though it is issue 2 and I think I already have it electronically. But, you know, Captain Marvel! I got 5 grab bags this time, and all of them have completely different stuff from the stuff that was on the shelves in Birmingham. So this is going to be really interesting. There's 1 or 2 things that I found in the adverts of the comics that I got on Free Comic Book Day, and I went, oh, I quite fancy reading that, and lo and behold, there they were in the grab bag, so that was good. So this one has got Captain Marvel on the front and the Fantastic Four Wedding Special on the back. Perhaps not really my thing, but if anybody's interested in the Fantastic Four Wedding Special, I now have a copy of it. So, The Life of Captain Marvel, I won't go into which story this is because you might want to read it for yourself, but it has a little surprise in it. Got an advert on the back for the Contest of Champions. Then, so we've got the Fantastic Four Wedding Special, which I'm really disturbed is part 1, because I'm really hoping that there might not be any other parts, but I suppose equally something awful might happen. I don't know the storyline. I'm not really interested in weddings, but it would be quite amusing if, I don't know, they got blown up and then there was issues 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We then have Stan Lee, some sort of memorial issue, Infinity War's Fallen Guardian 1. Got caught out there because it's got a blank back. Hey, that's cool. That sounds good. It's got the Guardians on the front of it. I'm intrigued as to the total lack of information. Was there a Stan Lee commemorative issue of some sort? Because if there was, there it is. Last but not least, we have Star Wars issue 58 with an advert on the back for Star Wars X-Wing. The 2nd edition, a new era of starfighter combat. This is a really good bag. Star Wars, Stan Lee, Fantastic Four Wedding Edition. Okay, we might gloss over that one. And Captain Marvel. Awesome. Bag number 2 contains one of the ones that I was interested in from the adverts, and it is Gunning for Hits music thriller. I believe this is a 4-part series, but I couldn't find any of the other 4 parts, unfortunately. They had this one a few times. But yeah, it's like got different megastars in music in some sort of detective role. I don't know. I also like the fact that it has the CD tape typeface. It just amused me. But yeah, looked quite interesting. Underneath that, we have Self-Made. I don't know anything about Self-Made. It looks bloody. I should point out, actually, that none of these had over 18 stickers on them, so we shouldn't get any strange grannies. But we might get people with blood dripping down the walls. I'm sure that will be fine. Not that over 18 markers are in any way an indicator of content, because I read the Blinking Catwoman one the other day. Is it Lauren somebody? The one with the big moon on the front. And the opening episode of that is so destroying. I nearly cried. If you like cats, just be aware that the first episode's got something a bit distressing in it. But anyway, underneath that, we've got issue 1 of Planet of the Apes, The Time of Man. This feels very, sturdy is the word that I would use. Like, the cover isn't the same as a normal comic cover. It's like proper cardboardy. That's intriguing. Is that some sort of special edition? Planet of the Apes isn't really something that I know all that much about, but that is beautiful. And then on the back, Neil Gaiman. Books of Magic Part 1. I mean, it does look a bit suspiciously pottery, doesn't it, that? just a little bit. But yeah, DC Vertigo. I think it's a 5-part series, this one. And on the back we have DC Titans. New episodes every Friday only on DC Universe, which presumably is their own streaming service. Again, that's a really good bag. Planet of the Apes, Sandman Universe, whatever that is, and going for it. I'm very pleased. Next up is issue 1 of Freedom Fighters. The Resistance is here, and I know nothing about it, but I thought this looked really exciting. I don't know whether this is a modern one and whether it's some take on, Trump or something, but I thought that looked pretty cool. But even more cool on the back. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Can he defeat Typhoid Mary? I don't know, but I'm going to find out. This apparently is a little series about Typhoid Mary trying to take over the universe again. Well, she can get lost. I've recently downloaded Spider-Men, which is Peter Parker and Miles Morales in the same comic, and it's how they meet. And it's not like the film, but it's very good. Really enjoyed it. So both of those look really cool. This is a 12-issue maxi series, apparently. Oh dear. Well, I've only got part 1. And on the back of it is an advert for the man who can talk to fish. Then in the middle, we've got Goddess Mode. Sassy, smart, and more than a little pissed off, Goddess Mode is another thunderous debut for the new era of DC Vertigo. Oh, mature readers. They should have had a sticker on it. I don't know whether Forbidden Planet in Liverpool is quite as bothered about stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's issue 2. That's annoying, but an interesting one. On the back, we've got Reign of the Supermen. New heroes will rise. I'm actually reading War of the Supermen at the moment because one of the issues was free. And you don't want to be fighting Supermen, they're good at stuff. We then have issue 1 of something called Errand Boys. What on earth is going on in this picture? This doesn't seem to belong to anybody's universe, but it is a man trying to run an errand and being chased by a giant green blob. That looks fun. And on the back, is that not a really cool cover? We've got issue 1 of Typhoid Fever Spider-Man. Why do I have a nasty feeling I'm going to be buying the rest of the issues of Typhoid Fever Spider-Man? Because that looks really cool. Next pack, bit of a gamble. The one on the front was issue 3, sadly, of The Weatherman. And I went and looked up the story of this, and it's about a guy who was the most popular weatherman on Mars. And then it all goes wrong for him. I just thought it looked kind of cool. Also, the first episode of this is him sitting, eating noodles or something. I was like, ooh. Food. You can draw me in very, very easily. This one I was drawn into by the fact that the artist is Jamie McKelvey, who designed the new Captain Marvel, or one of the new Captain Marvels, one of the ones that I really like. I thought that it would be good to pick it up for the artwork, a bit like I picked up the comic in the last video because Kelly Sue DeConnick was involved in the writing. So, the Weatherman seems to be slashing through bits of wood. Oh, and on the back, not only does it say rated M mature kids, but brutal noodles. It's food related, it's going to be amazing. Next up, Death or Glory. I feel like I should know this. This is another one that's not in either of the big universes. This is another Image comic. Issue 4 of Death or Glory. And there is a man who looks like he's been eating too many noodles. He's got it all down his front. Underneath that, it's another one of these ones that feels lovely. It feels lovely. It's, Britannia, Lost Eagles of Rome. I saw Britannia in one of the adverts in the previous comics. It was that horrible face and I was going, I don't want to read that. Well, there's issue 2, so that I don't have to read horrible face issue. Yeah, it's a lovely sort of cardboardy feel to it. And on the back, we have some people waving staffs around, which is always good. So this one last, and again, this is rated M for mature. This is cover A. And on the back, it says, of course they can't resist it, which is exactly what I'm like with comic grab bags. I'm so glad that I don't have one of these shops near me. This is issue 38. So, I'm assuming a huge ongoing series. I'll just have to drop in on it and see whether I think it's any good. I don't think I'll be buying 37 previous issues. The last one I bought because it looked like a super mega ultra bargain. Yes, this might be 4 comics, but look at the thickness of the first one. And it's because it is the World's Greatest Superheroes Holiday Special, containing 100 pages. Batwoman, Superman, Supergirl, Green Lantern, Batman, Harley Quinn and The Flash all together in one huge collection. Thought that was awesome. On the back, there's some bloke called Chew-Ok. I don't know who he is. I'm joking, don't write in, of course it's Thor. Very different imagining of Thor from any others I've seen before, but it's issue 7, so I'll get round to that as and when. Everything's Marvel Strike Force on the back, except for the DC ones. Then I've got Marvel issue 40. Oh, Spider-Man versus Deadpool. Ooh, that could be another interesting one. More Spider-Man. I'm getting more into Spider-Man than I was before. I wasn't a massive fan of the films. I suppose I wasn't really all that into any of this when they first started coming out. But I think he's going to be a major player now in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, probably with him and Captain Marvel, and that would make me very happy. So this is one that doesn't have Marvel on the back of it because it's DC. Oh, it's issue 1 of the Green Lantern. He says, "Beware my power." Oh, brilliant. Another series that I can get into. The Green Lantern is not really a character that I'm particularly familiar with, other than them relentlessly taking the mick out of him in the Lego movie. And then got this awesome Bible of comics. The Flash in 'Twas the Riot Before Christmas, Superman in Metropolis Mailbag, Supergirl in All I Want for Christmas, Batman and Alfred in Good Boy, Batwoman in Light in the Dark, Harley Quinn in Killing Time, the Green Lanterns. Green Lanterns? There's more than one Green Lantern. There's only one Green Lantern in here. Green Lanterns in The Epiphany. A mission on Three Kings Day pits the Green Lanterns against each other. Can Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz find a way to work together? Blimey! Oh, this looks like it's seriously full of flashy action. Fantastic. And on the back, blinking Aquaman again. He's everywhere, isn't he? I'm really, really pleased. Thank you very much to Forbidden Planet in Liverpool. I will absolutely be back. I'm now going to come in and grab most of your grab bags. You probably need to make some more up. Sorry. This is awesome. I'm going to go off now and do a lot of reading, and you can come back for another video about what was in the purple bag, which I will be eating while I'm reading.